Welcome, fools! It's your boy, MBT Yugioh, with my hot, spicy takeover of the Trinity stream. And this time, I'll remember to speak into the microphone. Now, this dipshit wash-up, Meep Moto, has decided to fight me for title of Most Orcust. Oh, I see that he is also under the impression that winning the paper war will be enough to defeat me, but of course, it will not. For those of you that don't know, pretty definitively the best deck in the format in Trinity right now is Orcust Bardiche. And what's interesting about Orcust Bardiche is that the mirror is the worst thing ever made. I do have a very small leg up in the mirror so far because, of course, I've drawn Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. So for those of you who have never played the Orcust Bardiche mirror, it is incredibly skill testing in that the fatigue that it demands. It takes such a toll on you because you play for like hours. Now this is a thinker. So Meep is going to send Harp Horror off of this copy of Dark Grepher. Then he's going to use Harp Horror to special summon a Scherzo Skeleton from his deck. We can beat this by ashing the Harp Horror. Because he didn't special summon the Grepher, we have a turn to do it. Now the bad news here is that we absolutely have to hit... Oh god, okay. Basically everything for the rest of the game. Okay, so. Ooh, wow. That's a big thinker. So now we have a couple of interesting lines. Line number one is we normal summon Magical Scientist. After we do that, we can special summon this Zombie Warrior from our extra deck. Then we can trigger the effect of Nessie, hopefully sending this copy of Skarm. That, for 3 summons, gets us a Bardiche. However, that really loses to Fogblade, which we absolutely know the deck plays. In fact, it loses to almost every piece of interruption. Most of these lines start with Nessie. It's rough because... because normal summoning Bombard sucks so bad. Alright, we're going to set Babel. If we Nessie and he hits the Bombard, we just lose the entire game. So let's try it. We're going to normal the Bombard. Okay. We'll fire the Nessie. Hopefully he hits the Skarm here. I mean, that would be so choice. I swear to God. Now he hit the Nessie. Oh, he's doing it like that. Interesting. So I guess we're going to go into Galatea here. See, the downside to this specific line is that it's not recurable at all. Solemn the Galatea. Oh, yikes. That really sucks. Oh, that's ass. Alright. Oh, this is really bad. Because, of course, as far as Armageddon Knights go, Dark Grepher is repeatable. Now, not being able to access Harp Horror means that we have time. If he Grephers for, like, a Scherzo Skeleton, we have an entire turn. It looks like he's doing nothing instead. Skyblaster is interesting. So if we normal Skyblaster, This is Dark Grepher Beatdown, a tier 0 deck. If we normal Sky Blaster, we can go into like a Phoenix and then ditch Skarm and attack. I think that's probably our best option. Ugh, it is kind of fucky. What I really want, sorry, this is a family-friendly stream. What I really want to be able to do is, like, set the Skarm and wait a turn. Usually Phantom Skyblaster wants to go into Wee Witch's Apprentice, and Wee Witch will have to make an appearance this game if we intend to win. I am going to go ahead and try this. So one upside of this is that by adding this copy of TGU to our hand that we intend to, we both get the Sangan Search, which allows us to try again for the Orcusts. But more importantly, we have Brass Barnbard Engrave, so we can get out the Harpor on our opponent's turn. We can use Wee Witch to shuffle back the Galatea. And then, of course, we can attempt to actually go off instead of not going off like an idiot. Okay, let's try this. See if he lets the summon resolve. He doesn't have Warning, and Chaos Trap Hole, I think, is the only other relevant card. What am I hitting? Let's hit this one. Which one is the most recent set? Oh, it doesn't matter. If it's chainable, it's chainable. It does matter. S2. Alright. Let's fire it. Scapegoat, huh? That is a thinker. That's actually pretty good news for us in the grand scheme of things. So I will eat the Grepher here still. Oh, is the set card Mirror Force? Wow, that would be a terrible Mirror Force, yeah. Cool. Let's go for the Skarm. Go ahead and get ourselves a tour guide. And the like choke points of this match, I mean, they're pretty visible. So the issue we're gonna have is if Meep decides to go into like good stuff. Like if Meep goes into a Cerberus co-linked particularly early, we are in a world of hurt. And I can't tell if he is. So it would have to be exactly Cerb at link point to be painful. So let's just say yes to the dress. Hopefully he goes into a spider here. No, he's going into ooh. Excuse me? Oh, Space Insulator. Now this is a thinker. I think I am going to tribute now. We could let the Bard get out is the other alternative. Yeah, let's no, let's do it. If it's anything, yeah, I don't like it very much. But if the set card is like any Phantom Knight spell, then we're just massively behind forever. Sick draw, actually. Please let this resolve. Okay. Well, that's the game. Provided these two set spells don't do anything, we are now just in top deck mode, and I feel pretty good about that possibility. Like, theoretically, the next thing I'm doing is normal summoning Ancient Cloak, and then going into Wee Witch, and, like, that's sick. Okay, let's go for it. And we'll pass. So we need him to fade one draw step. There are a lot of bricks in this deck. There's a lot of spells and traps that don't do a whole lot. Any of the Orcust stuff is kind of bad right now. Like a Preemie would be really good, I think. That's probably... Yeah, Preemie's not even that great. Yeah. as expected. Wow. Now that is a fantastic draw. However, I don't think we actually go for it. So we can normal math. Normaling math lets us send Harp Horror, which allows us to go into Bardiche. That might be good enough. Yeah, let's try that out. Fogblade, my math. Alright, that's like... First of all, that makes me feel really good that I didn't let Bardiche come out. We can now go into Insulator. That's not very good, I don't think. Yeah, we'll wait. This allows us to normal summon Ancient Cloak and go into Bard immediately. And we can just bypass the Orcust half of our deck for this game. We need, I think, one more turn of bricking to walk away with this one. It would have to be, like, not Armageddon Knight. He's already found Dark Grepher, so the remaining cards are, like, math. Ooh, that's interesting. That's actually very interesting. Yeah, let's go into Ancient Cloak. So, Wee Witch is just slightly better here, I think. This is hard. This is really hard. Here's what we're going to do. Sure. This is 18. So this puts him dead to Nightmare Shark, which is intensely important. Because Foolish Burial represents about 1,000 ways to get Nightmare Shark. We're going to main 2 here. We're going to go... We could Break Sword. Is Break Sword better? I think it is. No, let's just go into Bard. Let's go into Bard, yeah. So this will prompt like a Torrential if he has it. Okay, he says. Alright, well, we're going to try it out. Dynamiscus. I see. What's the discard? We're going to fire this. And we're going to send Harp Horror, I think. Is there anything else we can do this turn? I don't think so, no. Let's go for... Let's pass it back. The only thing this gets punished is exactly called by. Looking at extra deck, I don't like the look of that. Dang, where are my socks? So, like, the idea here is worst case scenario, like absolute worst case scenario. we're able to use Harp Horror at instant speed. Okay, chaining Dino. Okay. I potentially missed like the Cuck the Paleozoic play, but I don't think any of these are very good. Like, it'd have to be a sick rip off the top. That is not going to win the game, unfortunately. Ah, cute. He can make blockers. Wow, that's adorable. But I don't think it's enough. I don't think it beats this. Yeah. I have set this up pretty specifically to be almost this exact thing. Oh! Dark monsters. That's rough. That's rough, buddy. Oh, that changes everything. Okay, what does Breaksword say? One card you control. One card your opponent controls. So, the important factoid here is that my opponent can go get Ragged Gloves. So if I get Babel back to my hand, then I banish Harp Horror. So if I banish Harp Horror, I get Scared Zone. That is a 3, but then I'm locked into Dark. I can then go get PK... I probably want Boots. Yeah, this is really screwy, but I think this is the way I have to do this. So... this sucks. Oh, I really hate it. I'm gonna go get gloves. No, I can't get gloves. I gotta get boots. And we're doing all this just to force the activation of the Engraved Fogblade. Sending Boots means I can banish Boots to go get... Oh, is that better? No, it's not. It really isn't, no. So painful. Wow, get him. No, 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 no. Hey, no, no, no. And then I think I'm actually... am I getting Fogblade? I think I am. Yikes. This has been a tough one. Yes! Woo! Okay, one down. I'm gonna go get some water. Oy, oy, oy. Let's check chat. Nothing. None of... Oh, well, first of all, I'm not naming this correctly. Orcust Bardiche Mirror. January Cup. Okay. Did that save it? Good. And let's get into here, too. Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave this up. Will warn you, I'm not wearing pants. It was not my decision. It was my body's. Leg. Oy. Not pretty good. Alright, one down. We've been streaming for 22 minutes. That was a fast one, too. That was about the fastest it can go. Okay. What are we boarding? So, obviously we are boarding, DD Crow. I think it is likely we are boarding Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Because if we're able to pop, like, the Knight or something... No, actually, that's completely stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said. We're boarding Cosmic Cyclone. We're boarding Chaos Trapple. We might be boarding Dynamiscus. I don't love it. I do kind of like Scrap Iron Statue, but just as a singular MST. What are we boarding out? Well, usually when I play this, my first targets are the dangers. But I think they're pretty important here. We could board out, like, an Allure, a card of Safe Return. Could board out, like... Scientist, truthfully. I board out Scientist pretty frequently. It's just, like, only okay. Like, it raises the ceiling so high, but in boarded games, it has, like, it has nothing to do with the ceiling. It's all about the floors. And I think we're also boarding in Maxi. I think we're boarding it in over, like, Brass Bombard. Do not board these three out, by the way. I've made that mistake too many times. We might board out Sky Blaster. I'll revisit it in a sec. Everything else is just so imperative. I think Premature Burial is probably the card we can afford to lose. Isn't that crazy? Premature Burial is the last card we can afford to lose. This deck is so dense. My god. Every time you normal summon Armanite, send Harp Horror, God kills a kitten. That's fair. We haven't done it yet. Meep got pretty close. I don't know if he recognized that Dark Refer can be activated every turn. This is a weird hand. Oh, I love it. No, okay. This is concerning because it means Meep is going to get the pop off. Whoa. Bad open. Huh. I need like an MST off the top. Scherzo. So popping Babel is kind of a trap because one thing this deck does not do very well is deal with like cards that have been stranded in the hand. Yeah, they're going for Eins first. So this is really odd. I don't know if I like this at all. Like now if we draw... Oh, perfect timing. Thank you, Jerry. So I'm going to fire Nessie here. Come at me, bro. This is an awful draw. Nessie is going to get us a copy of Jackalope, I think. And then we are going to... God, there's just so much stuff we can do. We'll do this. Likely that set card is hate. I'm just kind of expecting it's hate at this point. So, God, I wish we had Shaddoll Dragon. We should have brought in Shaddoll Dragon. What an idiot I am. So I think I like sending Skarm here. It's like... It's pretty gutsy. It presumes that Harpor is going to resolve. But like, sending Symbol Skeleton is terrible. It's just awful. Yeah, let's go for it. And let's try it again. Ah! Dang, I wasn't gonna say anything. But Meep did forget Einsatz, which is like a huge deal. That's an odd one to send. Unless his hand has 3 World Legacy guys in it. Alright, let's try for Galatea. No. Is it okay? So since we have a skeleton in the graveyard, I actually kind of like doing nothing here. So one thing people don't do when playing this deck is they just like go for the optimal thing. And you got to be real about this. Like, what are we doing next turn? We're activating Scapegoat 100% of the time. So like, we kind of probably want Babel, right? Like if we can ram this guy in, force them to activate, force them to use a summon on it. Go get Babel. No, we don't want Babel. I'm dumb. I forgot that Scapegoat is a card. We probably want Einsatz. Like, I'm greedy, and the card I want is Return. But I think that's just silly. I don't think that's going to work. The bad news is, if this is Heavy Storm Duster, I just lose the game. Oh, thank God. Okay. Great. So that is actually not a problem even a little. That is really not an issue, yeah. This is great. Okay. So we could do this. So here's the deal. Our next couple of turns are going to be completely consumed by Scapegoat here. Ideally, Meep is going to want to, like, normal a guy. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Wow, that's really excellent for him. Oh, what a rip. Wow, I'm a little upset. Except during the damage step. That's interesting. Okay, we will maxi this. So this is going to draw us like 3 cards, if he allows it. Wow, that's a sick rip. If he just passes back, I think that's quite good for us too. What's the good send here, do you think? Boots does not strike me as a particularly strong send. How much is this? 600? Theoretically, Meep is just like passing turn here. So, notice that Meep's graveyard is structured in such a way that if we Cosmic Cyclone the Einsatz, he doesn't have a way to repeatably get a Scherzo Skeleton in graveyard. So, like, here he's going to get a Fog Blade, which is fine. Like, Fog Blade I don't think is a big issue for us. Then on our turn, we're going to be able to supplement our 4 goats with T. And then, like, pop off. Oh, setting 2 is kind of a problem, though. See if he remembers Einsatz here. That's really critical. That's a sweet draw. Alright, how are we doing this? Well, the first thing we're doing... I'm trying to think. We could go T... We could do Link Haribo, T Bardiche. We know there's a Fog Blade set. I think we want to just start firing Nightmares. So... we really, really, really... can't stress this enough. Really want to hit... God, I wish we were playing Daruma Doll. Like, obviously we're not, because it's terrible, but... Alright. We're gonna try and, like, hunt it out. We're gonna sniff it out. That Fog Blade. Please resolve. Lost Wind is A-okay with me. Okay. That's one problem we don't have to worry about. We should have gone for Link Haribo. That was a misplay. Gonna go for Phoenix here. See if we can't hunt this out. There it is. Nice. A Caliente. Alright. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to go for Jackalope. I'm going to try for T here. That set card better not be, like, called. Yeah, baby! You just set that. Boy! I was gonna say, I don't think so. Alright, so we probably want to set back Skeleton here. Getting Babel means that we can fire T early next turn, but it also means that T is completely screwed. So we are going to get Eins. Now let's go to combat. Okay. I'll set this. And I think we'll pass it back from there. No! No! Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that is so very not good. We needed it specifically to not be HSD. Oh, this is rough. Oh, God. And he had another recruiter. This man drew 3 of these stupid cards. Ugh. Hate it. The good news is without access to Eins, are we just dead to Boral Sword? Great. We wouldn't be had I gone for the Link Haribo. That's on me, baby. Actually, we're fine. It's a thinker. So if he makes Boral Sword here, there's nothing he can target. Right? If he makes Boral here, it's all his own monsters. And then he can attack one of mine, and it's gotta be T. It can't be Phoenix. Can he actually out his own Fogblade? That's an interesting thought experiment. Because if not, we might, like, be able to win this. If he minuses himself to go into Boral Sword right now, that might be actually, like, the only way we win this game. Because then he's down to literally Dark Grepher as the only recruiter. We can wipe up Boral Sword with anything. Like, any singular card wipes out Boral Sword. We can start barding, I think. We go like 1, 2, 1, bard. We could shuffle it with Phoenix. Oh, he's just gonna go for stuff. Great. Sweet. That's odd. I don't know about that. This is probably not what I would have done. Whoa, this is wild. He's gonna tuck one of my guys. That doesn't sound right to me. It's got to be exactly T, or else I'm going to plus into Babel and force the Lost Wind activation. I can force the Lost Wind activation a multitude of ways. Odd positioning, but okay. I really don't like that. It's fine. I don't think that's good at all. Just pass the turn here? That's so lame. Awesome. Great draw. Okay, so we got plays for days. God, we could just make Boral Sword. Except this is just Orcusts, right? Great. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff we can do here. Normal math, send Wonder Wand, Harp Horror. That's 2. Go to combat. God, I wish we had a zone. We can TGU. Man, I wish we could make Bard. Like, if we could make Bard, this whole thing would be so much simpler. But of course we can't. That would be too excellent. So we can force the activation by going into Phoenix. We can go like TGU, link these two for Phoenix, or link a Sangan and this for Phoenix. Discard Math to tuck something, or for Unicorn. That prompts the Lost Wind. We don't really have a good follow-up play, right? The follow-up play is like Wee Witch, and Wee Witch like really sucks. It's like really not good. I think Foolish is such a hard card to evaluate here. Yeah, Wee Witch is terrible. I think it's actually game-losingly bad. We're normal summoning Tour Guide in every given universe. Alright. So Tour Guide has one target, it's Sangan. So we have to get Sangan. We can use this time to see what we could send to the graveyard, though. Doesn't look like we have a lot of good options. I don't hate just like sending Boots to go get ourselves like a Fog Blade. Like that seems okay. We might try that. Okay. All right. So the other thing we could do is just attack. We would take a fair amount of damage. We could go for 4. Be destroyed by battle. We could go into Boral Sword here. It sounds bad. Yep, I think we have to do this. This is so lame! We're gonna have to send TG or else we're just gonna die by attacking, I think. I wish you had a normal Link 4. Like a Link 4 without any baggage attached. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to go Foolish Burial. And that should allow us to send a copy of Boots. Boots is going to get Sword, and we'll pass it back. But what Meep doesn't know is that I am going to permit him to attack my entire board. Ah, that is odd. Summoning Scherzo Skeleton. There's a line here that makes, I don't think, anything interesting. Makes T again. Wow, that is exceptionally lame. But also, like, exceptionally not a problem. Like, what is he gonna get? Tear? Like, if he gets a normal, then he still preserves a summon, but, like, I'm trying to see, like, where the cool line is that Meep's going for. Is there some, like, magician target I'm not thinking of? I legitimately can't process what he would possibly get. Flame Ghost. Okay, so he is going for a normal. So there's one floating summon. Going to battle phase here. This is so odd. I just hate it so much. Uh-huh. Alright, so what are we getting? This is a hard one. So we're probably getting Armageddon Knight. I'm trying to think if there's something better than Armageddon Knight. And I don't think there is. Ancient Cloak is pretty good. Yeah, I can't think of anything better than Armageddon Knight. Yeah. Like, he's preserving an extra summon, but I don't know what for. Like, I'm not dead here, am I? This is 30... I'll wait on this. Like, I will wait. I don't know why... This Scientist play is just baffling. So, like, clearly what you want to do here is get Simple Skeleton into the graveyard. Like a Wee Witch, maybe? God, that HSD was so backbreaking. Like, we would just be winning this game if it wasn't for that. For 3. It's gonna make what? Bard? He's gonna force the issue. I don't know how I beat this board. That's so lame. God, that's so lame. Okay. That's step one. Step two is we're sending this guy to grave. Okay, we can only make darks for the rest of the turn. But I think that's fine. We're definitely attacking Mathematician. It doesn't make a lot of logistical sense, but you're going to have to trust me on that. We're attacking Mathematician. So like Torrential maybe does it. Instant fusion is interesting. I don't think we're dead on board. We're at 2 summons. We can go into Tear. God, it's lame. God, it's the lamest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, we have to. There is no other option here. Quite literally no other option. We could banish Harp Horror and get like Bombard in defense position. Now we go get T. Yeah. Yeah. T alone is not lethal. There's got to be another monster. I mean, it seems pretty clear that there will be one. I'm trying to think what would, like, not lose me the game immediately. T on Wand. Okay. Wand would be a sick top deck, actually. Actually, let's do Skelly. Yeah, okay, whatever. Another card that provides lethal. How interesting that you'd want to do that. Alright. Any guy does it. Any singular entity. Okay. Okay. That one. Oh, there's a dad in this deck! Alright, well, that's gonna be the end of the game then. Okay. Oh, round 3. How are we doing this? So I think there's a lot that's coming out. Max C, I think, actually is coming out in favor of, like, DD Ground. This one's, like, hard to justify. I'm gonna put Dragon in, I think. But I think everything else makes sense. Like, I feel pretty confident about the remainder. All right, let's go back up. What is the ruling on Scape? 4 tokens or what? Yeah, and because of that, do you have summons left? Yes, it's 1 instance of summoning. Also, they're not effect monsters. You can't summon the same turn you use Scapegoat. Remember this moment. It really is awful. Strictly Better Delinquent Duo. I have no idea what that's about. I wonder what kind of chips Mono is eating. I was eating Fritos. Mono will forget Lost Wind. Guarantee it. I didn't forget it. Unless I had Lost Wind, in which case, yes, I did. You are covering your life points. Maybe covering your opponent's profile picture is better? No. Why not attack the Sangan with Flame Ghost? I have no idea. He special summoned it in defense position. I think that's the reason. I feel fine about this. Let's put in Dynamiscus too. What do I want out for Dynamiscus though? Is the question. Maybe Instant Fusion? No, it's a play starter. Maybe Return. Return's kind of sucked shit these games. Maybe Bombard. Do I want to be like that greedy? No, because then I'll draw a hand with one of the Orcusts in it and I'll hate myself. We could take out a Recruiter. We could just take out Shaddoll Dragon. This card's probably not great. I mean, this card is effectively the same thing as Shaddoll Dragon. We're using it to pop Einz. Alright. I am done siding. It is minute... What minute is it? 56. All right. I feel pretty good. I was feeling pretty good. This is this is an interesting hand. If this Rhoda was, I mean, if we get the whole Rhoda play, we actually do win. So we're starting with Rhoda, obviously. If they have Ash, I'm going to consider calling it. He's letting that happen. That's good. This is the first time I've gone first, by the way. Better luck next time, dingus. All right. So, like, we're getting Return, but there's an argument to getting something else. So hear me out. The reason I'm getting Return is that I don't want to die to Meep's targeted banishing cards. Return opens me up to, like, the DD Crow type cards. But if Meep had a DD Crow, he would have used it exactly on Harp Horror or Simple Skeleton or some stupid crap. Like, he wouldn't waste the Ash on it, I don't think. He would be able to do 2 choke points. That play specifically plays around Called by the Grave. The thing it doesn't play around is Called. If he calls my Ash Blossom, we're in a fine position, because we can Foolish away, what's his name? So for that reason, I'm thinking about keeping Foolish. The alternative would be I Foolish Skarn. And if I'm doing that, I do it right now. But I think my turns are, like, eaten up, right? I think my turns are just, like, chewed. So we're going to try doing this. We're going to draw Skarn for sure. Wow. That is a thinker. There's no way that Foolishing Skarn is better than, like, ensuring Galatea resolves. There's absolutely no way. Our next turn is going to be Nightmares anyway. There's no reason to get Skarn right now. We can get it later. Okay. Let's hope for the best. Now, the best possible scenario from our opponent is that they open a Recruiter. And there's one. So they need to get Armageddon Knight for this to work properly. Or scrap fucker, or whatever. Scrap hecker. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. PK Boots is horrifying. Why the hell would you get PK Boots? Because you have Dark Grepher in hand. Sure. Now if he Twin Twisters here, I'll lose my mind. Harpo. Chico. Zeppo. Wow. Interesting. So this is a thinker, right? Like, what do we do here? There's just so many justifiable lines. I don't really want to go for a Bard play, though we could. So almost any board is going to start with Linkuriboh, because I want to use a summon on Galati. So let's start with a Linkuriboh. Now, if I was smart, I would have left in we'll go for Phoenix here. Put him over here. Lost Wind, my Phoenix. That's interesting. All right. Now we're going to try to pop off here. Hopefully he's got a DD Crow. Then I would feel really good about myself. We'll just go get him. 2750, is that correct? I have no idea. So here's where we could Foolish Burial for Skarm. Oh, it's a hard one. Oh, it's a hard one. I think I am going to do it. It just opens up the entire board. Yeah, I am. Okay. So we need him to normal another recruiter here. Wow. Just fantastic. Is exactly what I was looking for. Hold up. What's the worst thing he could possibly send? Dragon. It's quite bad. Dragon would be. That's odd. So now we can safely go into Bard. Or we could. Yeah, we can safely go into Bard here. Why would he leave Silent Boots in grave? I have no idea. Is it... Ah. How interesting. It seems we've reached an impasse. God, Lost Wind is so good. Why am I drawing the worst cards in my deck? Goodness gracious. He's thinking. So why would he think? So first of all, the reason he's not banishing Silent Boots could be that the other card is there. Which would be sweet news for me. Where are you, Sangan? There you are. So, who he's thinking now? On summon? Yes? Good. That is great. That is absolutely phenomenal news. I mean, it's interesting news for sure. We're getting DD Crow here. Then we'll pass it back to our opponent, I believe. We could have, like, sorted our T. That's probably better. We probably should have done that. That was actually a pretty big misplay, now that I think about it. Stop flippin' drawing recruiters. We missed an Ein too, which was upsetting. So the get here is Brass Bombard. That seems pretty lame. God, that Lost Wind is really fucking me up. Drew 3 recruiters. God, that's so good. And what have I drawn? Nothing. Not a paltry thing. Okay. Let's go for... go for Bard here. This, of course, is going to prompt... Oh, that's a sweet draw. Psych. That's the worst draw in my deck. We've drawn like crap. One. We can shuffle this. Is shuffling this better than anything else? I think so. Two. Gives him one fewer draw. I played this like crap. Oops. I've left Scared Zone in the wrong position. Oh, barnacles. I hope it's fine. I think it should be, because we have Solemn Warning set. But like Twin Twister Pop-Off is a big deal. Oh, no. Einsatz can bring back Skeleton. It's all part of the plan. I don't think there's a PK trap that gets him out of this. Nah, I'm gonna say it's over. I think it is. I think this is the end of the game. As always, I've done all I can to lose game 3. Yep. Bada bing, bada boom. Oi. Oi, Gavalt. That was, I opened extremely nut game 3. It was quite nut. Okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Meep is a wash-up. Can't even beat Orcust Bardiche when he's on the most broken deck in the format. Just awful. Just a bad player. And I'm the only good player in the format. And you just cannot argue with results. That's just at the end of the day, the player who wins the game is right about everything. So with that, I gotta say, remember to join the Mono Bluetron Discord, and then immediately after that, you need to mute Discourse, and after that, you need to go to Trinity, go to the pinned posts, and voice your support over in Forbidden List. For this specific Forbidden List, I'm talking about Time Maiden to Unlimited. I'm talking about Decatron to Unlimited. I'm talking about Melody to Co. I'm talking about Semming, Goats, Pankra, Boral Sword, ABC, Metal Foes Counter, and Forbidding, Babel, Fogblade, Melusik, and Mellow Madonna. With that, I would like to encourage you all to smash that like button, hit that bell icon so that you always get notifications when Bardiche is out of retirement. Make sure you subscribe on Twitter, not to us, to Jack's Films. He's much funnier. And finally, donate to Alpha Cretin on Patreon. All right, thank you all. Ugh.